Hello and welcome to a sneak preview of, now I'm going to let Google Translate say this because it's far better at actually speaking this than me in a proper French accent.
Vouilly Normandy.
There we go, pronounced like that, just so as Martin can't have a good laugh at me. Right, I'm taking you in with me. This is not my first look. This is an updated map. It's not the one that I did the alpha testing on. It has already had updates. I'm going to do an extended cut where I go across the map and show a lot. And first of all, let me just, this is not my normal where I'm going to show you that I haven't been on the map, because I have been on the map for, yes, that long. Yeah, the traffic is all working. It is absolutely beautiful. I've got to be honest, I've been a massive fan of GM Games ever since Rizu Forest, though it wasn't until Rombos Road that I really thought he would one day go from strength to strength and actually create a map that was going to be truly fantastic. And I've got to be honest, I think he's nailed it. I do. Now, I love Rombos Road. I have a couple of subscribers that, again, like me, are massive fans of his work and love it every time I go on one of GM Gaming's maps. We've done Rombos Road a couple of times. I loved Agres Balcones. Others weren't so bowled over, but I could see his style is, he is a very uncompromising individual that knows what he wants to do, and sometimes because of that people don't understand him or what he's trying to do. He likes the monstrous falls and rises on the roads and on the fields. But I've got to be honest, this time I think he's got it absolutely spot on. It's believably bumpy, it's not monstrous, and yet it is one of the best maps that I've seen where the fall and rise of the land is absolutely amazing. He's got some really hilly hills, but not unbelievably so. He's got some lots of different textures for his roads. Lots of different textures for fences. The fences aren't all the same as you'll find on some maps. They don't tend to favour this bit and that bit. Now, let me just show you the map itself. Oh, the other thing I love as well, it is French, obviously, but I love it reminds me so much of the Peak District, the actual walls that are everywhere. Absolutely amazing, it really is. The traffic essay is working already. Love that. Again, the one thing I'm going to say is it's not finished. No, this is alpha testing, although it is really very good for this particular. Personally, if he put all of the things in and it went, now the triggers, I've tested all the triggers to date. There are some buildings that are missing. Let me show you the map as it stands. Yeah, really. What is, I mean, it's literally done. Also, I tested with all mods. There was no terrible mod clash, and that's right now. So this is the map. Again, he will not compromise on the shape of the fields. They are as they would be. As you can see, they actually are. When you see the fields and how they fit together, you can see why the fields are the shapes that they are, and they are what they are, and he does not compromise in that. You can see that we own this bit in the middle. On the map that I had, the numbers weren't there on the fields. You can see that already, and this is one thing that has always surprised me. JM Gaming, when he releases a map, he will update that map like 2 or 3 times within a couple of weeks. He is so on the ball, so wanting for everybody to get a good experience from his maps. So it is absolutely amazing. Some wonderful shaped fields, absolutely amazing. Yeah, now that, I should go to that, it's not there yet. It's not. And there's a few bits and bobs that you can see on the map that are obviously going to be populated. He will do this, but this is alpha testing. So now there are bits of the map that are almost completely finished. One of those being the town. Yeah, let me just take you first to the area where you will be starting. Now this again may not be finished, but it is, in my personal opinion, absolutely amazing. It really is. There's one feature that I love, and I'm going to take you straight to it. I love this. This bowled me away. The smoking barbecue. Absolutely. Listen to the ambient, the bird song. It is. I hope my volume does it justice and you can hear it, because the only trouble is sometimes when you're recording, it's not. The styling of the house is also the same as the watermill that he's just released, literally a couple of weeks back, I think, maybe even less than 2 weeks ago. So amazing, the styling of the house, the unique objects. I mean, we all know there's objects that you'll see on every map because they're there. I like the lights, and this is one of our fields. Now this was a little more severe when I first saw it. It's again, Jane Gaming is not compromised. This is as I saw it, so this he's happy with, and yeah, me personally, of all the things I've seen, this is the one thing I've got a personal question mark about. But I'm not the map maker, and I have absolute respect for his vision and what he wants. But it is. You can see the rise and fall of the land. It is, in his own words, as he often uses, monstrous. It is. It's a beaut. It really is. Now you can see again. I don't know if it's going to populate or whether this is where you can put productions like when you finish. I love the actual approach. I haven't got super speed on anymore. I used to have, again, another road texture. I think we saw this one on Rombos, but again, this is the approach, and I love the raw. Wow, they weren't there. I don't recall seeing the traffic on this the other day when I came up, but look at the rise and fall of it. Look at the glorious lighting, the beautiful approach. Absolutely amazing, and it's hilly. It is very hilly. So yeah, this is our true approach to the farm. That's our house. Yeah, it's good. It's on our land, so it's going to be our house. Yeah, I'm not sure if but I've got to be honest, on Agros Balcones, he didn't, like, there weren't hundreds of sheds or anything like that. This may well be it, and we're going to, like, do a Evel Knievel. Yeah, this is. Yeah, that's probably an analogy that you'd have to look up on Google if you don't know about Evel Knievel. He was a daredevil in my days, one that really, he was a real stunt master. Yeah, so all of this land around us is the land that we actually get. And I really do like it. So that field at the top is perhaps the most... How can I put that? I don't want it to sound like I'm having a go at JM Games, so I'm not. It's, oh, wow. Yeah, again, there's going to be little tiny bits that aren't quite finished. They truly are. Yeah, this is the starting equipment Rosselmash harvester. Again, don't quote me that this is going to be a list of finished, like, things. You have the Bura and the Horse. I'm going to be careful, I don't want to give anything away. Yeah, I know, I found 3 badgers. I do love even the fact that that's growing on the walls in a lot of places. I think that's the same kind of rocks that JM Game did on Agros Balcones, the shed. I think it's exactly the same. I'm not trying to say that. But yes, we have equipment, and that's still falling over. It's realistic, let's be honest. Yeah, so yeah, I love the ivy growing. So this is the starting farmyard, 3 sheds, and now I like the equipment lineup because I've got to be honest, JM Gaming on Rombos Road gave us so much equipment. It was a bit like Riverside by Missy B, where the equipment was like, yeah, you can do anything, everything your heart desires straight away. Now even there's a wreck in the corner of an old, battered thing. But this I like because he's giving you starting equipment, but he's not giving you so much that you've got nothing to work for. I love the Bura. It's it's a piece of equipment that I think personally punches above its weight. I've used this on quite a few Let's Plays now, and it is a cracker, and it accepts the Pepe's 3-point link as well. It does, so it's quite amazing. And also this thing which I always look at and think of No Man's Land, always the Starer. Now I think of the two, I think I'd sooner have the Bura than the Starer. I don't think it's a little bit, but this is a good workhorse. There's nothing wrong with it at all. And of course I think I'm right in saying it can have a front loader as well. Yeah, so quite amazing. Yeah, you start off with a couple of pallets of seeds, and I think that's it. I don't think he's actually, he's not. And again, there's more room for you to either do productions, and again, this may not be the finished product, because the first bit of testing I did on, I think it's first look on Rombos, I'm sure that the starting equipment and that changed from the bit that I actually saw when I actually did a sneak preview on that map. But look at the undulations, as Mr. Seeley P would say, on this land. It's absolutely amazing, and yet you can do it. Not sure that the one thing I had got, a reservation I'd got, and I did say it to Jane Gamer, was I'm not sure the equipment we've got is up to this, but then again, there are smaller mowers you could use. The HX20, it's not got a terrible horsepower count. I think this would easily run over this, and there are, there are bits like this that are a bit monstrous, but again, just run away from that bit, and it may change as well. I've got to be honest, this is not finished, but I also know that Jan Gaiman will not compromise, which gets him into trouble with players sometimes, because this may well stay, because this is his vision, and I've got to be honest, it's beautiful. Yeah, it's nothing terrible. I also don't think there's going to be much smoothing needed. I think it was Rombos Road, because we were lucky enough to get that very, very early. We did a bit of early testing and early viewing and showing the map off before anybody else got a chance to, and there was a little tiny bit of smoothing that needed doing on the fields. In fact, there was on the finished thing, which he fixed within a week. That's just the sort of person he is. So yes, let's have a look at this field here, our other arable field, field 93, which in my opinion is the less monstrous field, using Jane Gaming's own words. Right, I was going to do a drive-by, but this is going to be the version I release first, and I might do an extended version for those who really want to have a good look at the map. So this is more about me touching the bits that are really important, like the farming. Again, it may well change, so might the equipment lineup. But I'm just showing you what it is right now. So then that's the farmyard and the house as it exists at present. There are other bits and bobs. This 210 is also going to be something, and I wouldn't be surprised if that was going to be something too. These are all just bits of concrete at present. So yeah, there's only that we saw. The animal dealer, it's not properly there. But the town, which is the main focus of the Let's Play, and I think this is beautiful. Let's go and have a look, and let's start at the shop. Right, this is the shop as it stands now. Anybody who's seen Agres Balcones will be quite familiar with this particular shop, although it's not the same actually inside. Yeah, so this is the shop, completely as it was on Agres, and with lots and lots of badges. So that's obviously new. Listen to the ambient noise. I'm going to see if I can, hoping that this is being recorded. Probably, yeah, you've got the triggers all work. In fact, let me for once switch those on so you can actually see that the triggers are there. And I've actually tested this with equipment as well. So yeah, you can see it really does do what it should do, and that's before we're even on the map. So before anything sort of, yeah, before it's finished or anything. And the shop likewise, yeah, brings up the shop menu as you'd expect it to. So there you go. I'm not saying that might well be inside. Yep. And yep. Hammers and pliers and the sort of tools that you'd expect to be in here. Really? Yeah, in this particular place. So I'm going to walk, because to be honest I want you to get a good impression of this. Now I nearly missed this when I first came around. This, if you notice, there's somebody walking towards us. This is an actual walkway, and you can see that Farmer Girl is actually leading. Now, I'm going to have to be careful not to give anything away. Yeah. Right. Oh, hello, young lady. Yeah, this is, I'm going to be a bit of a trespasser. Just a present, just to sort of show this off. Yeah, the style of the housing obviously is of the area. It's not all the same, but it is the same styling as you'd imagine for the area. But listen to the ambient, the birdsong, and as you get close to the houses, you will hear talking in French, which is what you'd expect. I love it near the pub. I'm going to be quiet for a minute. It's amazing. Attention to detail as well. It is beautiful. It really is. Anybody who's seen Agnes balconies, let me switch those zone markers off again, because it sort of does a little bit to do away with the. Yeah, as you can see the sell points. It's very reminiscent of some of those beautiful features of Agnes balconies, and yet entirely different. This is a much smaller market, but very, very believable. Really believable. So I've been out, and they've actually, I love the fact they've actually mowed part of the lawn. It's quite amazing, really. It is absolutely, it blows me away, really, with the attention to detail that it's actually done. Yes. And you can hear the background noise nearly all of the time of the people speaking in French in the background, which is quite amazing, really. Playground for the children and a seating area for the adults. Right, apologise for that. But real life calls. Had to order me tea. It's very important on a Saturday night. Yeah, some patches of like golden stone that are quite unique in places. I quite like it, but whether something was placed there and it's going to be put back, or whether it's been moved, or whether it will, I say there's going to be obviously a lot of tiny refinements, or there might not be. I'm going to say, because to be honest, I personally think this is not far off. I've seen maps, finished maps, that are worse than this. So yeah, there's a lot of detailing. I cannot get over the barbecues. Yeah, someone's just popped in for dinner. There's Mr. Angry. His body language is always, yeah, I love this. This is just such a fantastic feature. It is. Yeah, someone's son. Yeah, someone's sitting out in the sun. Although they've all gone in, obviously, because tea's ready. Ooh. Okay. So I found a bit of a sunken tyre. No, I didn't see that. That's typical, isn't it? I'm trying to show off the map in all its glory, and then I find a little bit of a. It is a little one though, and it is something I will point out to Jan Goldman. So yes, there's lots of the bikes lying around, lots of these like letterbox type things, lock boxes for people's mail, lots of bins as you'd sort of expect. So let's carry on because we came down this way. I didn't show you. Yeah, there's also walkways in between the fields. It's not like a beautiful place for people to actually walk in the village centre. And then of course I love this. I do love the garage. Look at that Gazole SP95 and service new tyres. Yeah, even I know that. Right, so, and we have more shovels, and we have a gentleman walking down. I don't recognise him. I don't. Not from the normal people you see actually doing this. I think this is probably the other side to the walk that we saw Farmer Girl on earlier, or it could just be another adjoining. Yeah, I think it is an adjoining bit. There's plenty of these. Love the gates. There might not be gates, but I mean, I personally like and I do like the fact for a French map that it's actually got gates and different styles of fencing. I was quite taken by this, because often you'll see repetitions in fencing on maps where it's nearly all the same one. Now I realise if it's dry stone walling coming from the Peak District myself, actually for the area, that would actually be quite true. So yes, here's a bit of, I think this is common land. Field prices. I'm not sure if the game, I've not checked this, but obviously this is what I would normally do if I was sort of showing people. And it is. So the field prices are there, all tied in as well. So, I mean, let's try and find a small field that I would go for if I was doing a start from scratch. So these ones are in the actual village. Yeah, if you look just behind like the 6,409. Oh wow. Now they might have houses on them, hence. Now that one's particularly reasonable. She'll have to. That could have a house on it. It could. Hence the fact that it's. And again, JM Gaming might have changed these things. You might get a sneaky field at the minute that's a little bit cheap, but in time isn't going to be so. Yes, it's 65, almost 670, 137. Yeah, you can see the prices are. And I do love, again, there are some normal shaped fields as well. It's not all. I would personally, with having Courseplay, I would split that field there and I'd have it as that and that on its, there's two separate fields. Where is our farmyard in relation to this? Fairly central. A bit of a trek up. There's a road, the one I showed you was that road there that comes back down to there and goes around to there. You can go up there and join the main thoroughfare that goes right past the shop. It's not a long way away, not really. So yeah, that is the village proper, and we have come. Yeah, I'm not sure about this. I don't know that this is gonna be here, but this did tickle me when I actually saw it. There's pretty much a signpost for pretty much everything from cows to stop. I don't know whether JM Gaming picks these up, moves them, or whether this is just. Right, apologies. Real life comes again. Yeah, I really do love these. These are really quite amazing. I don't think these will be here when the map's ready. I really don't. But yeah, I just couldn't help but have a bit of a laugh at that. I haven't given away any of the locations for the 3 bits that I found, but one little bit of a clue I will give you is there are secret bunkers on the map, and I would look in some of the forested areas around the map to see some of these. They are actually beautiful. I can't sort of take you. Where did I leave the car? Well, yeah, let's have a quick scoot. I should show you some of the beautiful bits and bobs that are on the maps. I'll probably cut this here. This is more now probably for the extended bit, because the main bits are the town. Again, notes the fact that the roads are different. Yeah, there's lots of different cracked tarmac we're on now. I think that the posts, I think they're the same. The styling is obviously similar to the Polish. You often find on the Polish maps a specific kind of concrete pole. It's similar, but obviously isn't the same. So this may well be actually what you do get in the region. Hence the fact that JM Gaming has used this exact model. Yeah. Yeah, there are bumpy bits. Again, that's JM Gaming style. It's rough and ready, as in monstrous, as you call it, as it is in real life. It is true. Coming from a farming background, I don't expect everything to be beautiful and spot on, because that's not true to real life. There are monstrous edges to fields, big lumps of soil in some places. Of course, farmers will shift out the road because obviously they don't want that to ruin the. There's a forest on the horizon. There's beautiful rivers as well. I don't think I see how close we are to. Quite a trek away. We're not. No. There's one ahead. This, yeah. Wait, let's not preempt. Yeah, there's these little small roads, and then obviously they lead to the major roads. But anybody who's seen Rombos Road, I love the fact, if you look closely at the shadows in the water, there are catfish in there. You can hear the ducks quacking in the background. And I love the real ripples on the water. Yeah, you can see the big catfish and a smaller catfish in the distance, and the reeds, which you do see those on almost every map. That's not, but I love the bit. The water is so realistic. It really is. I like the bridges as well, in styling with the not the same. Oh, no, I think it is actually. It does look the same. Yeah, the styling the same as the dry walling that we see again in the styling of the area. Aha, there we go. I thought we were quite close. Now then, I'm not sure if I'm going to bump into one of the hidden bunkers. So yeah, I just want to sort of show you like the sort of thing the area you should be sort of looking at, and I've literally come to the one flying tree. Isn't that typical? Yeah, this is the only flying tree that I found in the entire map so far, which I don't think that's bad, because I've seen many flying trees in my time on many maps. I'm trying to see if I'm giving the game away in this forest, if this is one with a... Well, I suppose, I don't mean it nasty, you can see where I am anyway, so it's no real, sneaky bits if we find a bunker, if we don't. But this is the type of place that I found 2 bunkers, not in the same forest. Oh, I have actually, this is the one I found. Yeah, so these are the bunkers that you actually are looking for. I am not going to take you inside. This is where you do go in, and yeah, it's literally... Yeah, you can see it is quite amazing. It really is. So the stickers you were looking for, they're all unique. Yeah, the badges. Sorry, no, I won't say stickers. Yeah, stickers is the wrong word, but they're where the badges are. And the one thing I didn't show you, which I shall quickly go up and correct, is in here. No, actually, I'm on the right side. On the back of... Aha, it is. It's this one here. You will see the 3 badges that I've actually found. Yeah, D-Day Allied Units. So, this is where your badges that you find. That's why I've got 130 grand. I've found 3 badges. I had 100,000. I've not spent any money. And that is where they appear. And you will notice each one is unique. And they are. I've seen a picture of the finished set of badges. I think there are 3 by... There's 12 or 15 badges. Yeah, I'm only remembering the picture of the badges, so yeah. So I think, other than an extended cut to show you, let's actually have a look. We are not far away actually where we are to some of these bits of... Yeah, I wanted to show you that it's not all exactly the same fencing. Obviously this is an area where there is no fencing. Let's go up to, this is one of the side roads where there is no traffic. Let's just take you to very curvaceous, very nice, and very believable. I've got to be honest, I've always been very nicely surprised by JM Gaming's. Yeah, I suppose I'll give a bit of backstory. On Rizu Forest, I thought this is a bit of an odd one. I thought, this is a strange map in a forest, but I thought, well, no one has ever done that before. It is quite unique. But the actual map maker did sort of, some of the features were absolutely fantastic. Now then, where are we going? Let's have a look at, we want to go to the right. Aha, where the watermill is, which is actually JM Gaming's new generator that he released, when I said earlier, about 10 days ago, I think it was. And the date is obviously on the right hand side. There is a boat, as you can see, right in there. And this is the difference, another style of fencing that we have. We may have seen that on Agris around all of the sail points. Now, the only point I was going to say, in all of the bits that I thought this looked a little bit peculiar here on the left, bits that juts up a little, but I thought, it's just a quirk. You see that type of thing even in real life. One bit of tiling that's not quite right, or what? Oh, these, I can't remember them being on this. Yeah, so again, this is not finished. I'm quite sure there are going to be other buildings, or I might be wrong. It may well also be, yes, again in the same styling as the rest of Vouilly Normandy. I'm not rolling me. I'm being typically British speaking French, which is not to give it that in your throat like you should do. Yes, absolutely. Yeah, beautiful. Yeah, I had the chance to have a look at this a few weeks back before it was released, and again it was amazing. There's a big catfish passing by. Yeah, amazing. Love the sound of the water. There's a lot of ambient sounds in this. Got to be honest, I was a bit bowled over, a little bit like Calmston is still to this day my favourite map. Well, I'm not sure it might remain my favourite map when this is finished, because this is a little bit special. It's so, each of these sort of areas is also unique. There's very little repetitions where you go around the corner and you think, yeah, that's like just round, that's like up by the shop, or that's like, it's all very, very unique. It is. I am very impressed by what is there. Oh man, I can't remember that. Let's have a look. Let's have a bit of a wander. This will probably be the extended cuts where I literally do a bit more. Now, I might well have cut it about where we just are and add my hellos, goodbyes. Now it's on the right hand side. Can we sneak across to it? You see the hill? That's the type of thing JM Gaming loves, is monstrous. But again, it's not unrealistic. It's just a fantastic bit of sculpting. Yeah, so we are close actually. So it's a production slab, or it's going to be something in particular. Now, the one thing I haven't showed you so far is the quarry. Now that is, I've never ever seen anything quite like it. Ah, boulevard of trees, that's beautiful. So, I don't think there's anything close. So, there is reasonably. That's not too far away. Okay then, let's go for a bit of a wander. Yeah, lots of beautiful textures, realistic textures, and no, it's a bit further. Yeah, it's actually over that field there, so we will not run across the fields. Yeah, lots of openings, natural openings. Yeah, I used to have the speed mod on, and I've not used it for ages, and typically the one time you could really do with a bit of speedy to get you across the map. Yes, I was spying out bits of road that you could see underneath and things like that for JM Game, and trying to point out where anything like that was. Is this? You can get up here. But you see, it is very unique, as in like there's lots of, I think we're going to see it soon. Yeah, we are. Sweet, here we go, I knew it was close. This is, I have never ever seen anything quite like it. Now, it's not finished, it may well actually have some sort of proper use or something in it that it's not finished yet, but I was really nicely surprised by the shapes, the rocks, very unique, and the really proper styling that you get from the individual rocks. Yeah, I think this is the more modern stippling. Some of these older ones, if you get a little bit too close, you can see the older kind of, whereas this is really new. Yeah, I can't remember the technical term. These shiny ones are very, very nice, and you can see getting close to those, it doesn't break up the imagery at all. But yeah, this may have a purpose or it may not, but yeah, it's quite amazing. And you get into the quarry here, so again, may well change, may have a function in time, but I think the rest of that is just like, yeah, running up and down. This is the edge of the map we're approaching. I like the way it's handled the edge of the map. It's good, although they're all, none of them are ever perfect. You can't really do a perfect finish, but again, look at the hill. But it's not all like that. You'll go from hill to quite nice, very believable rises and falls in the things. The tree placement is good. Yeah, the only thing I thought was at the farmyard, that one bit of land was a little bit too severe, but I am not the map maker. Smashing. You can see the town fast approaching. Lots of little tiny bits where we go down. I love that, the leaves in the, like, rotting leaves in the ground. So yeah, straight across there you can see the beginning of the town. So yes, where we've been already. So I think that is where I'm going to leave it. This is a sneak preview of the, and it's not, there are of course, there are a couple of beautiful bits of where the water meets almost like a ford and things like that you see often on the photographs that you get. Yeah, ambient sounds are coming again. Is this the little field? The one that was cheap as chips? Oh, it is. Oh no, actually, 6,409,200. It's not cheap, Mr. Smith. It's very expensive. Yeah. I think that will probably get changed, unless it's representative of the entire periphery. Yeah, because that seems a little bit expensive to me. Really, I thought it was 6,409, but then there's more digits after that that obviously say that. So that is. Now then, I shall ask Google. Oh, I've shut it down now. Vouilly Normandy. Yes, it is by JM Gaming. Not finished, but this is a sneak preview at what is going to be, in my personal opinion, an absolutely amazing map. I personally think this is. I've always thought it, ever since I first saw Rombos Road, that he's got the capability of being Oxygen David of today, as in, yeah, really. And I know there's only one Oxygen David, but what I'm trying to say is his vision and the way that he does it, and he's uncompromising. Yeah, he'll stick to what he wants to do, and I like that, but he does get him into trouble. Yeah, another different kind of styling again on the bricks on this. So again, not just a repetition of everything else that you see on the map. It is different. Yeah, I do like that about. He doesn't compromise in his creativity. Really, it's quite amazing. So that's where I'm going to leave it. Back at the shop. It is. I mean, I may, if you wish me to. Yeah, by all means, please leave me a comment. If you wish to see a bit of a full drive through around the edge of the map or whatever, please leave me a comment, and I will gladly do so. Yes, I will. There's a point. Can you actually? What is the sales a part of this yet? It is. Oh wow. It really is. Wow, amazing. So even that, well, I suppose it's a function of the game, but it proves that most functions are actually working as they're supposed to do. So it's quite amazing. Triggers, as I say, working. Obviously, productions and that are not placed, but that I don't think is going to be a major thing to JM Gaming. So the map itself is, to me personally, looks very much almost finished. You could move into this right now. You really could. It is that good. And often this kind of slight bumpiness is the way that JM Gaming wants it. He wants it to be realistic, where the tarmac is not perfect, but it is good. Yeah, it's flattish. And that was, yeah, Rombos Road was the same, and Agres Balcones likewise. And there were a few blemishes that he left on there for realism, which I like. Yeah, so that is me signing out. Oh, I think this has also got some of the buzzards that are JM Gaming's personal bird types, not the actual normal ones that you get. Yeah, they are different. They're not the normal birds that you see on the things where they're dive bombing. They are definitely different birds. So that is quite amazing. Yeah, he did actual hawks and buzzards on, and butterflies. My favourites were the butterflies on Agres Balcones. Love the butterflies, truly did. Again, he may add touches like that, or he might think this is the type of person he is, that, well, I've already done that, I'm not going to do it again. Again, Oxygen David's done similar things himself on maps. Which one was it, Purbeck, or was somebody's map that also had butterflies in the front garden? Amazing touch, love it. Right, anyway, yeah, this is me saying, yeah, Concession de Vouilly, yeah, that's the shop. John Deere, and all I'm going to say is, yeah, any questions or any bits that you want to see, I can still see the barbecue smoking in the distance. It is absolutely amazing, it really is. Yeah, I love that feature. That's the thing I think that bowled me over the most. The barbecue smoking. That is absolutely small thing, but it's also a big thing. What's that old saying? The devil's in the detail. Yeah, and this lady was here last time. Yes, she was. So, yeah, that is it. I don't want this to be monstrously massive, but yeah, welcome to Vouilly Normandy. Yeah, it's gonna be something special, definitely, by JM Gaming. So all that remains to be said from myself is thank you very much for watching. Truly do hope you're going to join me on this journey when it starts. Yeah, as I have frequently done, we will be jumping straight onto Vouilly Normandy as soon as it. This may be my next European map. We might put the main Delory to one side whilst we have a go on this absolutely stupendous map that you can see is going to be absolutely. Oh wow! I never noticed that before. The smoke from the chimney stacks. Wow, amazing! And that's the type of thing I'm talking about. And I'm not sure if it's not on all maps, but I can't recall seeing that. That kind of touch is so phenomenal and adds an element of realism that is so tranquil. I love the birdsong in the background. It's gorgeous, it really is. Yeah, I hope that does bleed through on the recording. I really do, because it is gorgeous. Yeah, and I'm going to say goodbye for now.